And if you want to be pissed right the hell off, go watch that Biggest Loser documentary because oh my god. If you thought that the producers or the trainers would have even a little bit of remorse for the awful things that they put people through, not even a little bit. Like, for example, there's this lady, Tracy. She talks about how absolutely desperate she was to to lose weight and stuff. And that's why she went on the show. Well, she was talking about how they gave her a thick stack of contracts to sign, and she's like, I think I should have a lawyer for this and to like look through it and everything. And they told her, yeah, we can totally get you a lawyer, but there are thousands of people who want your spot. So you can either sign this paperwork or you can leave. And she signed the paperwork. And guess what? The very first challenge that she was put through, she almost died. They had to life flight her out to the hospital where she almost died. But she was so desperate to be on that show and lose weight, she decided to come back. And the doctor that was on the show, Dr. H, he was like the only person who was really concerned about these people's health. And so he's like, all right, Tracy, you can come back, but you have these kinds of restrictions, and which included not going and like not being with the trainers and not doing their abusive crap. Even with the restrictions, she was still losing weight, but the trainers were super not happy about it. They tried everything to get rid of her, and she was finally booted off when every single one of the other contestants voted her off because they were upset that she wasn't getting the same kind of abusive treatment that they were, and she was still losing weight. Tracy didn't find out that she was given the villain edits on that show until after she was booted from the show, and she started receiving incredible amounts of death threats. Like one of them that they were talking about, they said, if I ever see you on the streets, I'm going to make sure to accelerate. Like, and that was just one of the stories. Like Joelle's story, oh my god, that pissed me off. And Bob Harper had the nerve to be embarrassed about how he treated her for literally 10 seconds. And then he decided that he was going to double down and absolutely say that he was justified in his treatment with on her. I think the worst part, though, was listening to the producers talk about, well, really anything. Every single word that came out of their mouth, rage inducing. The main producer guy said that he got the idea for The Biggest Loser when he went to a gym and saw a note from an obese person begging trainers for help for weight loss. And he's like, I think that would make excellent TV. And then he went out, his words, to find the most desperate and most unhappy fat people because he wanted a TV show that was shocking. And he said, the more spectacle, the better. The trainers would make these people work out for 8 hours a day and only have 800 calories, even though the show's doctor, Dr. H, told them not to do that. Bob Harper even said that Dr. H had a god complex because Dr. H would tell the trainers that they can't be doing these unhealthy things. But the producers and the trainers didn't care because they were making millions of dollars on what was essentially humiliation porn. In fact, there was a lot of criticism for the show, including things like contributing to EDs and overuse of caffeine pills. But it wasn't until Rachel Fredrickson, this lady right here, it wasn't until she came out that they thought, oh wow, maybe we should stop doing this. And it still took them 2 more seasons before they canceled that show. Oh, and the thing that made me roll my eyes so hard that I thought they were going to fall out of my skull was when Bob Harper said that he finally understood how the fat contestants felt when he had a heart attack and almost died. He was 51, by the way, America's healthiest trainer. And the last thing that they said was that Ozempic would have ruined the show anyway if it had continued. Like, it's not a coincidence that every one of the contestants who maintained their weight loss is on Ozempic, and the documentary made sure to show you that. So, have you watched it already? I want to know what the most shocking thing was for you.